Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button, leave a like down below. So we finally got all the deets on Universe mode for 2K25. Let's go over to WWE 2K.com for all the details. Alright, so here we are over on WWE 2K.com. I will leave a link in the description down below. And they have a full breakdown on how the promo system works, if rivalries are returning, all the good stuff here. Alright, so the return of promos. We already knew about this, but they really break down what you can do with them. So this is really cool. This is one of the newest additions to this year's universe is the return of promos, which were revealed as part of the game announcement. So we wanted to touch on it a bit more. Then you go down here and it has a list of every type of promo you can do. So the first one is self promos. It says these create challenges for the superstar to fulfill in their next match and gives their rival a reason to interfere. Succeeding rewards the player with benefits, but failing the challenge imposes penalties. Nice, probably with less health or something. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that. Challenges can be viewed in the rivalry overview before starting a match, during gameplay, and in the rivalry info tab within the pause menu. Challenges include winning a match, winning by submission, winning with high health, winning under 5 minutes, and winning the last rivalry match, with higher rewards for the more difficult challenges. Sweet. Next one is call out. The superstar calls their rival out to the ring, who can choose to either respond or pull a no-show. A confrontation can lead to a future 1v1 match, no match at all, an immediate 1v1 match, or a brawl. Promo interrupt. The superstar walks in on their rival's promo, which can lead to a 1v1 match, no match, an immediate match, or a brawl. Coolio. Next one is issue open challenge. The superstar throws out an open challenge to any superstar, and the player will not know who their opponent is until their match entrance. Will not know who their opponent is until their match entrance. Okay. A win provides benefits while defeat imposes penalties. Nice. So that's pretty cool. So this makes it like this is something this mode desperately needed. So now it's like you issue an open challenge and it could be anybody, right? Probably someone you're feuding with, maybe just a random new person. I like that sense of like you don't know what's going to happen. I like the randomness of that. It's one of my favorite things about Universe mode is you can have it just do it for you, and you just play it. Like you don't have to set up matches like an exhibition mode. You can just set it up, let the computer do all the work for you, and then you just play the matches it gives you. It's so fun to just play for hours doing that. Obviously, if there's a match you don't like or some stipulation you don't like, you could always just go in and change it. I love Universe mode. I really wish they would just focus on this 100%. Although the island sounds really cool, I have to get my hands on it before I can give a final verdict on that. My Rise sounds a lot better this year, but the menu thing, ugh. They're doing a lot of good, and there's still there's always room for improvement, but they are doing really good stuff this year. Anyway, next is accept open challenge. The superstar answers an open challenge from their rival with benefits and penalties depending on a win or loss. So this makes me believe that the rivalry system is going to be a lot better. Hopefully it functions good and it doesn't like make the game crash. Once you get past like about a year or two, that's where the game will start messing up for me. Like it's fine now because it's open, what do you call it, intergender matches. But then in last year's game, some of my characters like Roman Reigns, well he's not my character, but Roman Reigns was my women's champion. He was on the docket for having been a previous women's champion. I'm like, because the stupid coding and stuff was all messed up. I was like, how does that happen? In fact, I gotta go take a picture of that because it's pretty funny. All right, calendars and shows. Now let's get into some of the new updates to managing the calendar and setting up shows. Multiple shows can now be assigned to each day with a maximum of 3 shows. So if you're feeling like having 3 shows on Monday night, you can certainly do so. The order of the shows on the same day can also be customized, and this can be a combination of PLEs, major or minor shows. That's pretty sweet. It says major or minor shows are now eligible to be assigned to Sundays, while PLE shows can now be assigned to Monday, Saturday. Nice. Another cool addition is that PLEs can, if you don't know what that is, that's premium live events, can run across 2 days. I know that was requested a lot last year. So if you want to mimic the 2-night WrestleManias or SummerSlams, you can now set them up that way. If you set up a 2-night PLE, below are some available options and parameters. Day 2 of a PLE can be assigned to any day up to 4 weeks after day 1. So your PLE's 2-day event doesn't necessarily have to be on a back-to-back nights. Huh. So does that mean you could have it on like a Friday and a Sunday? That'd be pretty cool. Or a Sunday, Monday? Does it have to be on the weekend? I'm curious. Matchmaking will be split across both days of a 2-day PLE, with rosters being spread out over both nights. So you cannot double book the same superstar. Now this was something I was worried about because the way it does it. So that's good news for me, because let's say you just let it do its thing. What if it puts your character that you're playing as, or your champion or something, on both nights in multiple matches? So I'm glad they figured that out, because that would be super annoying, having to go in and be like, no, I want him on the main event of night 2. One thing that kept happening in the last year's game and the year before that, it would always put my champions like in the middle of the card. They were never the main event. And I'm like, well, I would always have to change it to make them the main event or the show opener, because that's usually where they have the championship matches. It's either the first event, because you get the crowd all hyped and it's like super awesome, get them engaged. Second match is usually like, that's where the matches that they don't really care they put. The middle of the card is okay, but then you either want the first match or the last match on a show, especially a premium live event. Those are the sweet spots for your championships, your biggest feuds and stuff like that. That's booking 101. Anyway, so hopefully they fix that. It sounds like they fixed that, because that was something that annoyed me. I would always have to go in and be like, why is my champion not in the main event? He's in a rivalry, and he's not in the main event. Anyway, so the number of matches will also affect both nights. For example, if you set up your show to have 7 matches, that means that both nights will feature 7 matches for a total of 14. Cool. Okay, so PLE shows can also be swapped with other PLEs on the calendar menu and via the edit menu. Shows can be moved to different days. Another addition to Universe Calendar is support for tournament. Oh, that's awesome. You can do tournaments now. Like King and Queen of the Ring. In these tournaments, 8 superstars from host shows take place in a series of 1v1 matches where the winner of each match advances and the loser is eliminated. The winner of the final match of the official tournament is awarded and guaranteed title match at SummerSlam. Now that is freaking awesome. This new tournament show format is also available for creating your custom premium live events by using the Queen or King of the Ring PLE template. Nice. All right, before we go on, so you can book 2 different shows on a night. That's really cool, because when you're making your own like shows, I have Strivers to Tube Wrestling is the name of my wrestling show, right? It was the name of the channel. I changed it because I was trying to like cover more things than just wrestling, but I ended up going back to wrestling anyway, so it was kind of pointless to change it. But whatever. Here we are, main event Strider. But yeah, so you can put on 2 shows. Before, you would have to, like, let's say you want to make a made-up show, you'd have to use up one of the empty days or delete one of the other shows to pick that day. So now you could put your show on the same day as the other shows, which is really cool. And the same thing with the pay-per-views. I like that feature. Hopefully the game won't crash doing that. I have a feeling that's going to be... It's either going to have extremely long load times on last gen, or... who knows? Maybe they figured it out finally. I really think that splitting the roster in half is what was causing the issues with Universe Mode. So having the women split and the men's split not being able to fight each other like in a fighting game. Basically, you have two different separate games that they're having to try to intermingle with each other because they're being used in this mode, but they can't fight each other. If that makes any sense. So I wonder, breaking that barrier, and I mentioned this in a video a couple months ago when we were talking about it, but I wonder if that's what allowed them to do all this. Just getting rid of that barrier. I guess we'll find out in a couple days. All right, so where are we? We are major and minor shows are not eligible for sign for Sundays. Okay, we got all that. We're on the team management. In WWE 2K25, Universe will see the inclusion of a new team management system whereby players can assign superstars to multiple teams. Nice. All right, so team members can also now have customized roles within a team. They finally fixed the team making thing, because before it's literally just like, oh, okay, they're together in entrance and they help each other and that's it. Now you can assign roles where they are, like their position in the group. Like, are they the top of the group? Or are they the backup of the group? Basically, are you the Damian Priest or Rhea Ripley of the Judgment Day? Or are you the Dominic Mysterio and poor Carlito of the Judgment Day? Like, that's what I'm seeing here, or that's what I'm coming to the conclusion of. It says singles, prioritize. Oh, cool. You can tell them what kind of matches. That's so cool. All right, prioritize. I can't talk right now. For singles and free-for-all matches. Tag, prioritized for two-person tag matches. So if, let's say, like for this group, you want them in tag matches only. You want him to be in the world title picture. And let's say you want him to be in the U.S. or Intercontinental title picture. That's cool. That's really cool. Okay. Quad, prioritize for four-person team matches. Nice. Manager, prioritize as a manager or follow team members, or four fellow team members. That is so cool. Oh, man. I'm going to be using that quite a bit, I think, this year. Because I have my Clint Strizer, my Strizer, their other Strizers that you guys probably don't remember because I didn't make them in 2K24. So if you're new here, I have like a huge family that I made in the game of Strizers. And they're coming back this year, so that'll be fun. I'm going to have a huge Strizer faction, the Super Strizer Brothers or Code Strizer, something stupid. But yeah, that's it. Okay. Sorry, I got excited. I got excited about that. All right, when creating a new lineup, by default, it will inherit its base team settings as a starting point, but it can be edited. Cool. Okay. Matchmaking and intergender matches. In this year's game, I keep forgetting that intergender is in this game, because it's been gone for so long. Every time I see it, it's like a shocker to me that I see it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, it's back. Anyway, in this year's game, we've revamped matchmaking for better stability and reliability. Also included is a new scoring and sorting system during match card generation. This new system takes multiple factors of each match into consideration, such as the overall rating of the superstars involved, or whether the match is for a world title, and more, to curate the card while prioritizing the biggest matchups for the main event and the opening matches of the show. Match tables have also gotten a new main event tab, allowing more customization when you want to earmark a certain type or subset of matches to pick from as the final match of a show. If the main event match table is empty, the standard match table will be used to determine the main event instead. See, this is cool. It does it for you. Universe will have support of the new match types introduced in the WWE 2K25. Thank God, because I was wondering about that. So cool, we can do Underground in Universe, Bloodline rules in Universe, alongside the new Brawl environments. Cool. Okay. With the inclusion of intergender wrestling in 2K25, Universe also supports it, which is an option that can be toggled on or off. So yeah, if you hate this feature, you can turn it off. That's what I love about the, I'm going to call it the SmackDown series, because that's what this originally was. Ukes, every single year, they'd add something to the game. You weren't stuck with it. If you liked it the old way, you could go back to it by toggling the thing and turning it either on or off. Like, was it SmackDown Here Comes the Pain? Everybody could lift everybody. But later on, they brought in the weight mechanics, the more simulation. But you're like, oh man, I missed the arcade style. You could go play, and you could do that to this day, the arcade style. So I love the fact that they keep doing the options. They don't just shoehorn everybody into playing one way, and that's one of the reasons why I love wrestling games. And I like this series a lot. They're not perfect every year, but they are they are very fun. All right, when enabled, players can create intergender matches, non-title, and set up rivalries. There's also an option for an intergender division. Cool. So you can make it like a fighting game. Let's say you want to make a Street Fighter show, and you have Chun-Li, Blanca. I call him Blanca. Zangief. Other people call him Zangief. My Shiranui, because she's been added to the game. If you make them all, you can have them all fight each other like a fighting game. That is cool. That's what I'm going to do with my universe. There's still so much to do in Universe, and we can't wait for players to dive in when 2K25 releases on March 7th for the Deadman and Bloodline editions, and then, of course, March 14th for the Standard. Holy crap, that is a lot of information. So, what is your favorite thing that you just heard today on this video? If you stuck around to the end, shout outs, thank you so much. There was a lot in here, and Universe is the mode I play way after everything else. I try to wait until I get all my characters made, and then I start messing around with Universe mode. And depending on how it functions and how it is, will determine if I keep playing the game for the next few months. It sounds like they did a lot of good stuff in here, a lot more than I thought they were going to do. I am now extremely hyped for this mode. I cannot wait to get all my characters made and have fun. Anyway, sound in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and stay frosty.